Welcome back to Bead Design. I'm Paula from On a String, and today we're exploring pattern play, how repetition creates rhythm, structure and flow in your beadwork. So patterns don't need to be perfect, they just need to be intentional. Let's dive in and have a look at some of the thoughts around pattern play that I've created for you. Okay, linear, one of the first pattern styles we're going to have a look at today. This is designed by Nancy Kane. I did this a few years ago. We've got beautiful linear components here. We've got some long beaded shapes, long lines going vertically, and then horizontally we've got the little strands of beads in between adjoining those components. So two linear concepts within the one piece. Another way to look at linear is this design, which is a peyote with a twist model. Now look at the linear focus here on all of those different diamond shapes that are in that peyote with a twist. Size 15 is this one. This one took ages to do, but I'm really proud of it. And I love the way that those diamonds are repeated all the way through. The next one we want to have a look at is alternating. So look at all these little Christmas trees that are alternating here in this odd count peyote cuff. When you flip it over, you can see how beautifully spaced they are, creating that alternating pattern. And of course, they've all got their various little decorations, giving them that little fun element as well. Another viewpoint of alternating is these little warp square earrings. So look at the 4 quadrants there on the warp square, and that alternating pattern is repeated across those 4 quadrants. Really great way to get some repetition and pattern play in those simple designs. The next one is our progressive, something that is growing or shrinking and full of movement. And I think that this freeform cuff is a perfect example of that concept of pattern play. So when you have a look at it at a distance, there doesn't really appear to be a pattern in there, but there is. There's secret little patterns of repeating patterns of the same types of beads in those various sections. So you can see here that purple and gold stripe, purple and gold stripe, purple and gold stripe. We've got the red dots up here. We've got the little Minos beads here and here. So pattern play here is really progressive in the way that that shifts and moves on that piece. Another idea of that progressive pattern play is the earrings that you can see here. So we've got here the progressive pattern that's going from large all the way through to small with those various vintage crystals. Or you can think about it the other way, that we've gone from small all the way through to large. So another concept of a progressive pattern. And last but not least is mirrored. So mirrored, where two patterns are harmonious and satisfying. Two different bands here of the fire polished beads created in a woven pattern and actually joined in that center there, but they're two mirrored sections that are exactly alike. A design by Glenda McNaughton that I did several years ago. And I love this beautiful big cuff toggle that's on there as well. Look at the pattern that actually is featured there in the way that that diamond shaped toggle has been created. Another idea around the concept of a mirrored pattern is look at these long earrings. So we've got four different size beads in the centers of each of those, but they're mirrored and representative of each other, the way that they actually are lined up. This one's a little bit of a combo. You could call this one linear, that they're long. You could actually call that progressive because they're growing and shrinking, or you can call that mirrored. Great concept of earrings that covers off all the variations in pattern play. Now let's have a look at the printable guide, and there is a link in the description below where you can download it for free from onastring.com.au. The pattern play guide gives you a sketch notebook to sketch out your different designs. There's a mapping grid so you can map out some of your spacing, and there's also the little line item there where you can do a linear, an alternating, a mirrored or a progressive pattern. Make sure you grab a copy from onastring.com.au by clicking on the link in the description below. Pattern play is one of the most useful tools we have in beadwork. So build it, break it, reinvent it, play around with pattern and get some really great designs going in your beadwork, and I'd love to see them. Don't forget, like and subscribe. Make sure that we can make more content for you in our bead design series, and I look forward to seeing your patterns in the way that you use them in beadwork. Until next time, I'm Paula from On a String. Thanks for joining.